Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
Normally. I'm trying to think of what I'd like to see, but is there anything you'd like to end in mind? We're going to see what it is.
I'd love to see the Tinker here. Oh, there we go.
You know what? I would love to see any hero apart from the Tinker. Literally any
Oh God,
hero
here we
in
go.
the game apart is going to be able to deal with those, so that's why he's gone for the
He has
axes.
6x stacks. He needs to be careful.
Pasha gets the first blood on the bottom lane, but I'm just watching the Aincrad just dive at tier 1 tower, throwing axes down to Prescott. The TPs are going to be coming in from both supports now as well, so Aincrad, with the power of the Beastmaster, just absolutely wrecking. He might even be able to get the axes through. Oh,
no. Also, Chosen One, he's level 6. Ramses needs to be careful.
He's going to get the kill. The boat does come through now, but Timbersaw, again, 4 points into the reactive armor. Even with the impetus, that's only going to be the level 1 impetus, so 6 seconds between? Yeah, 6 seconds between shots on this and down with axes. And you've got Cursed Crowns, you've got the Brambles to come through, the Roar, which we've just seen now, onto the Bane. FNG probably doesn't get himself away from this one now, doesn't have the same untouchable bug, does fly out. Right clicks front. Oh, okay. Axes, Aincrad didn't want to commit. Or I suppose didn't want to overcommit. Ramses is going to get low. Terrorize does come through. X marks the spot, but the Brain Sap. FNG going to be able to turn this one around. Might still go down. Swarm's going to be there with the Germinate attack. So yeah, FNG does go down. I'm surprised that Aincrad didn't kind of commit with the axes on that. To be able to get himself away from this, but
does he have a blink as well on the career? Yes, he does.
They might be able to find him out. Yeah, Pasha's going to try and get himself away. The Roar comes through as he gets himself up the cliff. Swarm now used as well. And it looks like Pasha is going to be able to get himself away from this one. The axes fly through and Aincrad does get the kill. Chosen One wants to go for more even now. He's going to be able to get the Chakram onto FNG. FNG, is he going to be able to get himself away from this? He is not. And now Chosen One, he's going to carry on the dive onto Ramses. Ramses back towards that tier 2 tower. Going to be slowed down. Do they want to carry on going here now as well? It's Beastmaster again. With those axes, and you can see the 0.
Man, Rob, you confused the hell out of me.
You confused me. I was thinking about the Timbersaw and trees because you relate the Timbersaw. They both start with T, and there's going to be the blink forward, skewer back now as well. Are they going to be able to lock down Timbersaw? Talking about him, the Terrorize does come through. Chakram going to be using the axes. Okay, I see what you were on about. The Tinker hiding in the trees with the blink. Yes, I get it mid-fight. It's locked on. It's still early. We're still waking up. As the axe is onto Ramses now as well. The Roar comes out. Chakram. Do they have the damage, or is he going to be able to amulet toggle himself away from this one? Nope.
So many axes.
Aincrad will get himself a nice little kill there onto Ramses.
Rest kid? Oh no.
Dive. Yeah, immediately the defense matrix gets used. The Roar comes out now as well. Depressed Kid gets locked down. I think we'll be able to do more damage. It's going to be the drag back, but again, Aincrad does still have. He already had the regeneration. He already popped it. It looks like it's Ramses. Does the Chaos Bolt connects here for the Fiend's Grip, so he's not going to be able to complete the Timber Chain, and Ramses might slowly be able to move himself away. It's going to be a good RP. I think he'll be able to do the damage to take down both cores. It looks like they take down one, but can he take down Kiritich now as well? He's going to try and armor toggle himself away from this. Slowed down by the enchant, get himself away. The Centaur Stump comes out now as well. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage over to Kiritich. Kiritich, can he get himself away from this? Skewer back. Sorry, the Shockwave back doesn't look like it. Looks like he wants to step himself into the mid lane, show himself off. Roar not available now for the next 35 seconds as well, so that's one less bit of lockdown to come out for Ramses. Are they going to be able to catch him out? They do catch out the Beastmaster. Even going to get a cheeky right click here as Ramses, as well as Roger. Bryson gets the kill onto Vanscore as well, so no, CIS. Tinker as well. FNG, Nightmare's out onto Vanscore at least. But do they have the lockdown here for Aincrad? Aincrad, RP comes through, going to be able to get Chosen One now as well. Was that Skewer, Shockwave, anything? As it looks like they get the counter Aincrad now as well. The Yule Scepter, but the Nightmare comes out, keeps Timbersaw in place. Are they going to be able to do the damage onto this Timbersaw? The rest of the team, it just looks like the scattering here for Nemiga. And Ramses gets the kill.
I am a little bit confused by that engage team. Because without the Chaos Knight, you're not going to win these fights.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, there's even going to be Depressed rotating onto Vanscore. Do they have the blink? It's going to be Kiritich blinking forward, but I mean, immediately Depressed with the refresh, he can be able to blink himself away. Do they have the damage to take him down? Kiritich, he's taking a lot of damage, and Pasha's trying to use his best to body block, but there's going to be the Reality Rift now as well. Depressed and the Nightmare does come through. Vanscore's going to get revealed. The Skewer away, do they have the damage? He's going to be the good time lapse now as well. Kiritich, can he get a kill out of this now as well? There's going to be the lockdown with the Chakram, and there's still, as Ramses gets himself into this fight now, Depressed Kid, he's still going. Chosen One does a lot of damage with the Chakram, the Whirling Death, does get the kill onto Depressed Kid. Before, well, Depressed Kid got the kill onto Vanscore. X marks the spot, comes out, Yule Scepter now as well for the Timbersaw. Whereas the rest of his team, he's going to be left alone. Impetus damage, going to be a lot of that coming through. Chakram to slow down, but with the Shockwave. And Ramses is unstoppable now, 6-2 and 5. Something else into Vansko, because Vansko...
Pasha, RP's error.
Boat comes up, Chosen One going to be able to timber chain himself through this. To get the kill onto Vasco, like we're talking, double kill onto the support now as well. Kiritic trying to do the damage onto Ramses. They're going to be able to blow up FNG, but Ramses is going to be able to survive. He just walks himself away with the Silver Edge. And can they carry on engaging here? Roger with the Curse Crown. And Boat comes out now as well, but Cleave. And they're going to be able to get another kill onto the Dark Willow. And this just looks like Ramses will be taken down as the lasers. It's going to be costly from Nemiga, but they might be able to capitalize on this fight. Chosen One, well, Roger trying to do his best. Forstaff comes out there as well. Kiritic trying to carry on going. Got that Reality Rift in a couple of seconds as well, as the Chaos Bolt will go into Roger. Whereas that drag back now as well with the Phantasms. They do have the damage to take down the Enchantress, but Depressed Kid takes down Chosen One, and it looks like Depressed Kid should just be able to TP himself, get the blink away.
That next fight, they either find like a 2-mana OP to start with, or they just sit back and do Tinker things.
Heals comes out now as well, and it looks like Incrado actually wants to dive in onto Pasha, so Pasha maybe not finding that RP you were talking about. Is he going to survive through? Maybe not. That Reality Rift, yeah, gets killed off. And Roger now might be in the crosshairs as well. Roger, chase down. Charkham comes through, and Chosen One wants to chase, but Roger, Nature's Attendance comes out real early to keep him alive. Kiritic gets the kill onto FNG.
This Armlet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Ooh,
attack.
Vansko gets scouted now.
They're going to be able to go. The Fiend Script does come out onto the Weaver, but Vansko not going to be able to get that time lapse off in the river, though. There is going to be a Chaos Bolt, no drag backs, only onto the Phantasms. They might be able to lock down Magnus now. Magnus is going to be dragged back by the Reality Rift, and Magnus trying to get himself away. Another good Forstaff comes through from the Enchantress. Roger trying to do his best to keep his teammates alive, but Rogers will be in the crosshairs once again. Roger chased down Charkham, Timber Chain comes through, and the Enchantress will look away, because Bambi's mum just got dealt with once again. He might even be able to find Ramses. Ramses going to try and armlet himself away through this, but the damage the boat comes through. Kiritic just going to stand and deliver on the right clicks. Axis once again, and Ramses gets killed off. Blink away from Depressed Kid. He's the only one left alive. They've just not been able to step up onto the tier 3s just yet.
Yeah, it's all about the way they take these fights.
Kiritic could be in a little bit of trouble. There's going to be the pushback, but again, the Phantasms is the one that gets caught out on the skewer. RP comes through. You'll set onto Ramses. So Ramses, it looks like the Fiends is going to be committed onto the Chaos Knight, and Chaos Knight will go down. Yeah, will go down. Had that cheese, but just not able to get him off. And now the Hex comes through onto the Dark Willow. The lasers bouncing around, so they're getting themselves a good couple of kills here on CIS Rejects. Vansko has to just Sakuchi himself out. The road does come through, but BKB out, so Skewer's not going to be affected. Depressed Kid is going to be able to get himself away from this. Doesn't look like it. Axes will connect, and Chosen One gets the kill now onto the Tinker. Can he carry on going? Refresh comes through. Aincrad, double raw. Trying to target down Ramses now as well. Do they have the damage to take him down with just 3 heroes out alive? Vansko's trying to do his best with his Kuchi. The Swarm now as well. Pasha will be killed off, so it's going to be 3 versus 3. FNG trying to get himself away, but Charkham will be able to pick this one up. Ramses is still looking pretty darn tanky, so Chosen One will go down. Has to buy back into this fight if they want to keep himself alive. Aincrad, it just does pop. Roger's going to try and go for the TP. Nothing to stop this. No stuns, but Roger. Actually, what? Did he just stop himself? It looks like he did, and there's going to be Charkham as well as the Timber Chain, and again Ramses, there's a big buyback coming through from Pasha. Pasha doesn't have that RP for 50 seconds now, but going to be able to shoulder toss onto Aincrad, but they're still going to be able to get the lockdown onto Ramses. Ramses will be able to get himself away from this. Your Scepter does come through, so they might change targets with Ramses. Still in the Roche pit. He is a big tanky boy, but not a substitute for the Roshan in and of himself, as Pasha able to get that blink away.
To do something stupid. Oh, we could see something big here on the bottom lane with the Depressed Kid being caught.
Yeah, the Terrorize is going to be used. The Raw now as well. The Axes fly through. And Aincrad, that's going to be the BKB as well as the Refresher Shard. Yeah, I'm surprised that Aincrad isn't just... I mean, we might see it here, just sending the balls up to right-click down. It's going to be slow but sure if he just sends the balls to right-click onto the tower. Ramses comes through, but the Yulsap to the Hex now as well, onto the Kunkka. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this? Kiritic just comes up onto the higher ground and instantly deletes FNG. FNG as well as Depressed Kid do have buybacks if things go from bad to worse here in this push, but Kiritic just waiting out with Phantasms, waiting out the fortification on the tier 3 tower now as well. Another drag back Ramses, so there's going to be the skewer back, but the Yulscepter comes out mid-skewer, so it looks like, well, Kiritic will be able to pop that BKB. The Aeon's going to pop now for Pasha. Pasha gets himself off the RP. The bow's going to fly through onto 2. I think he'll be able to pop the Aegis onto Chosen One. They do. Kiritic trying to use that armlet toggle, but he will be killed off, dead for 99. What's Chosen One going to be able to do to get himself out of this? The lockdown is the Shrink Raise, the Hex. He doesn't have his BKB. He didn't really stand a chance after that Aegis. And once again, Nemiga lose a fight. Didn't take any buildings.
Ooh, FNG has a Shadow Blade.
Oh, Okay, it took him a while, but the Nightmare does come out. Was the rest of the team? It's going to be the BKB Kiritich. Oh, the Fiend Strip does come out. He's even got himself the Axe, but the Terrorize able to deal with both those illusions as well. It's FNG, the drag back now as well. That Aeondis not going to be keeping alive for too much longer. Chosen One, I think he'll be able to do the damage here. It looks like they are going to be able to get the kill with the Phantasm. The Roar comes out onto the backlines now as well. Fanscore.
Ramses is in trouble.
And Ramses, yeah, he's going to try and get himself away. He does have himself the Apex, so the plus 70 primary attributes. That might not be enough. So looks like Chosen One, can he get himself out of this fight? It's going to be a lot as the boat flies through. Looks like Vanscore, is he going to be able to get himself away? He is hexed up, has that time lock to keep himself alive. Just moved himself down now as well. Kiritich onto Ramses. Ramses, it's going to be absolutely deleted. And Aincrad now as well, just started himself onto the Preston with the laser. But it's not going to be enough. It doesn't look like are they going to be able to get the kill onto. Well, oh, the RP comes out, but it's still going to be the death of the Prescott now as well. And Pasha puts himself in trouble. Roger, there's going to be the buyback as well as the TP in. And there's procs for enchantress, but with that. The Giant's Ring, Roger can just be chased down by Kiritich. It's going to be the drag back by the Reality Rift. I think finally the Iron Disc will be used from Roger now as well. Tries to force that himself out. It's dive forward by Aincrad with that blink dive. The Reality Rift to drag back onto Roger. Roger, is he going to be able to get himself away from this? It's going to be a good 3 seconds on that Chaos Ball. And Roger will die again. Fiend Rip comes out onto Vanscope, but the Hex is going to be there now as well. Can they get another time lapse off? No, that's going to be the death of the Weaver down for 20 seconds. Oh, Timber Chain doesn't connect for the Timber Saw because there was nothing for him to connect to. The stun's going to be too much now as well. The Roar comes out onto Roger. Roger once again, but it's going to be a good. Is that the? It is. It's going to be the Wind Waker here for the Chosen One. And Chosen One will finally get himself out of the base. Forward. That's the most survivable. It's going to be dragged back now as well. I think he'll be able to get the lockdown. The RP comes out from both cores. It's going to be the CK as well as Aincrad that get locked down. Boat comes through. BKB has been used now as well as the Roar comes through onto Roger. Roger is going to be able to survive with the end. This once again. The Fiend Rip's going to be used onto Aincrad back lines. And he's going to try and get himself away. Look at all this damage coming through. But Aincrad is going to be time lapse away. It's going to be the second RP now as well. Did they have the damage to take down Vansco? Vansco will die. Aincrad trying to refresh. Gets that blink away. But it's going to be 5 heroes on the chase. And the Beastmaster is going to be able to run himself away from this. Just has to BKB and then go for the TPO. It looks like the Roshan will go the way of CIS reject.
Where it's a 5v3. Let's see what they can do here. This is a big opportunity right before the buybacks come up.
Yeah, Roger, well, he gets stunned up, but as we've seen, he just doesn't die in the fight. The Roar comes out to Pasha. Pasha has his own Aeondis. Ramsey's going to try and get himself away. Big RP once again, and the Chaos Knight is just being absolutely blown up. Chosen One being dismantled there as well. Aincrad, it's going to be a full 5-man wipe with the 2 heroes that needed to respawn. And CIS rejects 69 minutes in. Nice, 43 to 45, and a 29k net worth lead. Eventually take game number 1.
And could be quite nice.
Yeah.
Against a slow hero like Dusa, it's really nice. But they go for a DK. See, this is what I mean with Nemiga. You never know what's gonna happen. It's just like, it's mid DK. Okay, people, and then wait for your supports to clean up. Vanscore.
I think they're about to chase him down. Roger, though, one more
so
right
close.
click. He's
so close.
Gonna be able to get the kill.
Gets it. Just that when Dusa is done farming, some of the barracks will still be standing.
Yeah, it's not an overly long commitment there from the Medusa. Can still come out. Well, the charge can come through onto Vanscore now as well. Icarus dive forward, the Fiery Spirits as well. Vanscore, one more bash. Roger, though, changes targets, so Vanscore might still be able to get himself alive. Right clicks down as well. Magic Missile comes out. They're going to be able to turn that onto Pasha, but Roger, does he have that charge? 5 seconds. He's going to get really low himself. He doesn't really have any regen apart from the stick. So Kiritich gets that pounce off there. It's going to be... I thought he might have got a bash off because Slark was looking pretty low after that Dark Pack there as well.
The kid can't really sit in mid that well anymore.
Well,
they actually want to go here.
Yeah, the charge comes through. It's only level 4 onto Roger, so there's not going to be another strike to come through here now as well. But the Supernova does get used. Aincrad's going to be able to get himself to the other side of the river and back safe out of range of the exploding sun.
Double damage.
Was the band score on the Vengeful Spirit, and Aincrad with his Dragon. It's going to be stun. We'll talk about that in a second. The right click comes through. Magic Missile, though. Medusa is going to be able to get off. He just pops the Mana Shield once again. They get the kill onto Vanscore now, at least. Aincrad. Bashes come out. Do they have the damage to take him down? There's going to be the TP rotation in. FNG's close, though. Do they have... It's only level 4, so there's not going to be a Fiend's Grip available. The Curse Crown will be used, but Aincrad Nightmare comes out, so Ramses can catch up. No mana for the Snake, though. Charge from Roger. Roger's going to get pretty low, and it looks like the Preston gets the kill anyway. Now backline, so you want to try and dive in onto this. Chosen One's committed. The right click from the Shadow Realm comes out. Heaven's going to try and get himself away from this. Bow gets thrown through onto FNG. FNG gets pretty low. Chosen One gets him with the cleave damage as well as that Tirebringer now. Just turns his targets onto the Press Kid, and the Press Kid has to walk himself away. There's going to be a wave of terror now from Vanscore. Vanscore, level 2 on that. The Press Kid tries to get himself out. And no X marks the spot. Still on cooldown for the next 3 seconds. Didn't have mana for it anyway. Conquer even got himself the medallion as well. Charge onto the top lane though. They're going to be able to find out the eventual Spirit Venge. Getting really low. One more right click from Roger. Magic Missile.
Stuns a creep.
Yeah, okay, so Depresskit does get the kill. Terrorize comes out now as well onto the puck with the Bedlam. That's going to be a return kill. In fact, with the Cursed Crown, they might even be able to take down both supports here. It's going to be the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. FNG looking to run away. And no catch, it looks like. So Bane should be able to get himself out. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
They can't really try to make moves because their supports don't really kill heroes. Like, these kind of engagements are really unfavorable for CIS rejects. They need to avoid them at all costs.
Supernova is going to come out now as well. The Fiend's Grip is down with that Stone Gaze. They might be able to get off a really decent Supernova now, as it looks like Dragon Knight might be getting low. Chosen One as well. There's going to be the Nether Strike back onto Aincrad. Aincrad with a full Spirit Vessel, but he's going to be swapped away. Do they have the follow-up? And it looks like Aincrad might be able to fly himself away from this. He's going to get low, but not completely dead. Do they want to carry on chasing? He's going to be charging. No, he does still go down. Pasha picks up the kill.
Alright, not too bad.
And Vansko now looking for the run. Does have that magic missile if he wants to turn it round. Wave of Terror comes through. The snake is going to bounce through as well. Chosen One, Kiritich even be affected from this. Chosen One, well, the pounce comes through, but Depresskit, does he move himself away? Nightmare up. But, well, the Shadow Dance, Kiritich might be able to get himself out. Might be able to get himself out of trouble. Yeah, you probably don't want to charge past 4 heroes, even as a Spirit Breaker with the rest of the team around. So it looks like CIS rejects. They get the kill onto Aincrad, tried for the kill onto Vansko now as well. They're just going to call it. They're just going to say, we'll play safe. So what have they got in terms of neutrals? Brigand's Blade.
Dire are scared.
Do they... What's he picked up?
Nightmare coming out on
Yeah.
Kiritich, but they are gonna catch FNG here. Should be a quick and easy kill.
Yeah, they do get it. As it looks like Depresskit, he's going to be stun locked now as well. The Dragon Tail came out and he was already phase shifted away. So Supernova has been used. Will pop actually in Slack. Well, he's going to be able to survive through this. It looks like the Dark Pack comes out. Kiritich will be able to back himself up and regen through that Shadow Dance passive.
Know how I can see that?
Go on.
Oh. I'll explain after this action.
Okay. Stone Gaze is going to be used from Medusa, so he knew he was going to, there was no way out of this torn boat and everything that Chosen One was going to throw. The charge comes through onto Vansko now as well. Well, it's that Nether Strike. It's going to be Cursed Crown, so he's not going to be able to get that one off there as well. With the Terrorize, the Bedlam doing a lot of damage. The swap comes back for Vansko. Going to be into the right clicks of the Medusa, the Dream Call now as well, so they're going to be able to get the kill onto Aincrad. Chase is on. Terrorize will eventually come out. Roger just has to move himself back. And Depresskit that wants to carry on going here. Back lines, they are going to be able to find the 2 heroes. But do they want to carry on? X marks the spot. Depresskit just able to blink out. Cursed Crown will still proc Wayne and Rift though. Do they have the damage? Anything to stop this TP out from the Dark Willow? They don't. The Dragon Tail was just a little bit too late. I mean, the TP was going anyway, so it was more than the puck with a good game sense, good timing on that. They might be able to find out Kiritich now as well. Dark Pact will be used. The TP is going to be coming through now as well. So Bane is going to be leashed. FNG doesn't have a 4-staff, just looking for the TP out. Do they have the vision for the reveal? The Torrent's going to come through now as well. Bane won't be able to get himself out of that. Yeah, the damage from Kiritich was enough to get the kill. Another point into the permanent RG.
Feels good, man.
Are scanning.
Roger is sitting awfully close, instantly gets swapped. Nicely done by Vansko. And now Venge is starting to become really strong, because swap is both great initiation.
Can't underrate that either. Roger going to go towards his own axe. Have they found the Conqueror out? There's going to be the charge coming through onto Chosen One. Chosen One, it will connect. Was the rest of the team to follow up? As it looks like the Witch's Blade comes through. Conqueror going to be silenced, but do they have a fight to break out? Because it could be the rotation from Kiritich on the back lines. He tries to go for the pounce. The Fusion Blade comes out onto FNG. FNG, do they have the lockdown here for Kiritich? Kiritich, the charge comes through, but no non-destructive follow-up. Supernova. Doesn't really matter. The BKBs are going to be there as well. The swap comes out to try and keep Chosen One alive. And it looks like, well, now Ramsey, he steps up with the right clicks. Chosen One gets pretty darn low. No armlet to toggle through this time as Vansko tries to run himself away. So they might be able to turn this one around. Get themselves 3. Let's call it 3.5 with the Spirit. Which is nice. It's going to reduce the Charge of Darkness cooldown and just through Magic Community now as well.
Wow, some sick synergy.
He might put himself in danger here. Spirit Breaker, the dive comes through from the Phoenix. Roger's going to try and get himself away. There's a Supernova if they want to try and pop it. Kiritich is going to be taking a lot of damage even through that BKB, so has to pop the Shadow Dance now as well. Backline, so there's going to be the Nether Strike onto the DK. DK to the one carry on going through. There's going to be a charge through the boat, and Vanscore might be well swapped out, but Ramses can just say, well, I'm going to hit you both anyway. Aincrad up on the high ground. I think he'll be able to get him away from this. Vanscore's against Donut Spirit Form. Should be cleaned off by these illusions. So not going to be in the fight at all. Heaven's going to get really down low now as well with that Sunray coming through. Both supports on the side of Nemiga do go down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Desperate.
It is so difficult for Nemiga to take these fights now.
Yeah, the chase
Even
does
with
come
the
through.
BKBs.
All three cores. I mean, Roger's going to be taking a lot of damage. FNG, no Fiend's Grip, but there is going to be a Nightmare. X marks the spot, comes out onto him. Ramsey's going to be able to chase out with the Snake. Chosen One. Charge comes right back through onto Kiritich now as well, so Chosen One is going to be locked down. Do they want to carry on and go for more targets? Chosen One should be killed off. One more right click. Ramses does get it with the illusions. It looks like Aincrad and Kiritich just need to run themselves back to pace, but to Prescott, he's going to carry on chasing. There's going to be another charge through now as well onto Kiritich. Do they want to dive onto the tier 3 towers onto this Courier? They are going to be able to get the kill onto Aincrad because he's looking really low. No, the swap comes out. Orb. Not going to be off, and Roger will be taken, but Vanscore puts himself in danger.
Wrap around.
Yeah, they might be able to find out FNG. FNG is going to be the main target here now as well. Will go down. They're going to try and go for the Supernova. They get stolen for the Phoenix. So Phoenix gets cleaned up once again. It's going to be buybacks from both these supports. Well, Dream Coil gets used, so they are going to be able to get the kill onto the two supports on the side of Nemiga. But the right clicks, Ramsey's going to get really down low. Does he want to buy back himself? Because it looks like Roger might be cleaned up, and that is going to be the end of the fight? Question mark? Yeah, it looks like everybody's trying to run themselves away. Roger just trying to go for the TPs. That torrent was there in time.
Okay, 18 permanent agility now. Which is really good because you have 2 BKBs, 2 ultis, 2 death shrouds. It's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
You might have a dead Spirit Cow here as well. You do.
Oh, that's 21.
Going towards the Silver Edge. As Medusa has that butterfly up. Going to go
Chosen
towards
One.
the Satanic, and yeah, Chosen One. Did he want to try and make a move on it? It throws the Shiva's out, it's going to swap through. Vanscore with that magic missile now as well. The Supernova onto the back lines, but do they have the damage to take down? The Nightmare to protect the puck now as well, so they might just try and disengage from that Supernova to still go on to, it looks like Chosen One. Do they have the damage here? FNG going to be locked down and killed off, and again, no buyback for him. As the Torrent
22.
Storm does get popped, Kiritich, I think he'll be able to do anything. Mantistar comes out from Ramses. Ramses might just try, have to try and right click onto this as he just gets killed off. Aegis has popped. Where's the rest of his team? They're pretty much dead. Depressed Kid tries to dive in onto this. Ramses has to pop the BKB. Goes for the TP. Going to be a massive Icarus dive in. No, the swap comes out.
Swap.
Stopping that TP, and now the backlines as well. They might even be able to move through onto Pasha, but it looks like Ramses is going to be the main target now. He is going to be silenced up. What can he do? He is running out of mana as well. The rest of his team, again, just can't get close. Depressed gets a kill on the Chosen One. But that's going to be the death of the Medusa. Does have the buyback at least.
Afraid for the quality of my pubs.
Yeah, I say I'm afraid, but this is what we usually get anyway. As Depressed Kid steps up, so the Link Sphere does get popped. The Fiend's Grip comes through onto Kiritich now as well. Do they have the lockdown, the swap now? But the Fiend's Grip does still go on the back lines. Vanscore could be in a little bit of trouble. There's going to be Icarus dive forward. Do they have the damage to take down Vanscore? But Vanscore just carries on going in that Spirit form. Look at this FNG from that Shadow Realm damage coming through from heaven.
That was a very nice Fiend's Grip. And they almost managed to kill Kiritich there.
For the puck. Does anybody build the Int Blink at all? Oh, we'll find out in a minute as Nightmare comes through. Vanscore with the swap, so that's going to be just a help on the retreat for the Dragon Knight. But yeah, does anyone build the Arcane Blink?
Enigma, and we'll wait for a moment.
We'll see, as it
Shadow
looks like the
Fiend
Fiend's
as
Grip
well.
comes out onto the Dragon Knight. Do they have the lockdown through this BKB to take the Dragon Knight down? Dragon Knight down to half its health. Charge once again. Going to be coming through thanks to that Aghanim set to for the Spirit Breaker. So it goes through Magic Community now as well. Ramses looking for the right clicks onto Chosen One. And that's going to be Aincrad down for the next 90 seconds now as well. The Torrent Storm does go through. Going to be Depressed on the back lines. As Pasha doesn't have that refresher, so he's not going to be able to get himself off the second Supernova. Do they want to carry on going here? Because they've got them on the back foot. So there is going to be the charge onto Vanscore. Vanscore gets locked down. Brambles comes through to try and protect him though. Right click, so he is in that Spirit form now. Nightmare as well. Do they want to try and take down the Spirit form? It looks like they do. The snakes just bouncing through thanks to the magic missile. And they have at least a lockdown for the Vengeful Spirit.
Dire's middle
And yeah, it will be
Vengeful
taken
Spirit,
down.
Spirit.
Coming through. So those snakes are going to bounce around. They're going to be able to get an extra little bit of lockdown. Onto...
Yeah, even like an X marks the spot is gonna stun yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still not sure if I like it, because Dusa would be able to buy it for herself soon. Ooh, FNG.
True, FNG's going to be locked down. I think we're able to do the damage to take down the Bane. The Bane immediately fires back here. The Stone Gaze comes out. Maybe not the fight that you wanted to be taken at 52 minutes. Roger comes through with another strike onto Aincrad. Aincrad, the swap up on back onto the cliff. He might be able to do the damage onto Vanskor, though. Roger's already brought back, so if he goes down, that's going to be a dieback now as well. Icarus dive goes through, but they do take down Roger. Gen is on the deck. Another refresh into the Supernova. The backlines, Kiritich going to go for the right clicks, but Ramses just steps up, so even though the Supernova pops, it just is still there for Ramses, and he wants to carry on going. The Stone Gaze comes out into the Kunkka. The Kunkka, a long amount of lockdown, chosen one, while the Torrent comes out, but it's not going to be onto the puck, and the right click's coming through from the Medusa. One more, it's still going to connect to Prescott, and now Vanskor puts himself in trouble. Magic Missile, but again the Snake bounces through, and Vengeful Spirit going to be relieved of the illusion.
The buyback left on the DK now. So Kunkka is gonna be gone for 100 seconds, and this could very well be at least 2 sets of Rex, potentially more.
Well, the swap comes out. Vanskor, though, Dupresky just immediately gets that phase shift off now as well. There's going to be a courier delivery. It looks like Vanskor once again into the spirit form. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this Vanskor? The Magic Missile does fly through Vanskor with just a quick swap. But will be taken down. No buyback though. Dead for 117. And Ramses wants to carry on going. There's going to be a Fiend Script. And now there's no swap to interrupt this as well. It's going to be the lockdown onto the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight gets killed off. Kiritich is 1 versus 3. And I think this is going to be it. Kiritich trying to get himself back into the fountain. But yeah, Ramses just says, we're going to take your base. We're going to take your tier 4s. We are going to take this game away from you. But the tier 4s, they're going. They're disappearing. And Ramses, yeah, Kiritich just has to go into no man's land and gets even with the BKB. Shadow Dance comes out. He has that Depth Shroud as well if he needs to use it, but Ramses just completely ignores him. Just said, I'm going to right click. Why would I even entertain you when I can just go for your base?
That should be it. There is nothing left for Nemiga.
Oh, the BM pause. He's dead for the next 60 seconds. Oh, let's go. He's got no buyback. He's dead for the next minute, and I don't think this game's going to last that long. As Kiritich gets blown up on the back lines. Ramses onto the base.
That's a little bit anticlimactic.